Hi guys, and welcome back to Ray Hunting. And this episode I'm going to be doing another 30-yard pellet test with a Ripley XL9. Just to tell you a little bit about these rifles. These are made by a bloke in Derby called Steve Wilkins. He's been making them for years. He started off with the I think the original one was the AR3, then he went on to the AR4, then the AR5, AR5S, and then he's also brought the XL range out. So there's an XL1, an XL9 and an XL25. I'm quite lucky enough to own two XL9s, one in 177 and one in 22 now, and I've got two AR5s. I've got one in 177 and one in 22 as well. They're all hand built in Steve's little workshop at his house. You actually, when you go, you only actually buy the action, so you can just buy the action that bit. You have to go and buy a stock separately. This one's from Custom Stocks in Sheffield. They do a range. Warren Edwards makes it them. There's quite a few stock manufacturers that will actually make you a stock for these great guns. They retail at about, I think the XL9 is around about £1,400 now, just for the action only. And like I said, then you've got to shell out another what, £200-300 for a sport stock. But they're definitely worth the money. I love them. They come in different lengths as well. So this is the standard length. I think this is a 19-inch barrel. They come in 17 and also I think a 14-inch action as well. They come with their own Ripley moderators. You can see that. So these are actually male half-inch UNF, not male UNF. Not female. And they just screw into the muzzle weight at the end of the rifle. Now you can charge these guns up to 300 bar, but I wouldn't recommend it. I charge mine up to about 200, and I'm roughly getting about 90 shots in 2.2, consistent shots. Steve has his own regulator built into these, so they are very consistent. And you can also, the FAC guys, you can get them without a regulator in. They come with something called a knock open valve, which basically lets you go up to FAC. They go up to about 50 foot-pound, I believe. I've never shot one at 50 foot-pound or FAC, but maybe one day, hopefully. That won't be bad, because I've seen people with videos where he's knocking rabbits off at 80-90 yards with these in 2.2, using the Bisley Magnums, about 18 grains. So for this test, I'm going to use 9 shots, with 5 different pellets that I've got in stock, and we're going to see which one groups the best. So let's see how we get on. So the first pellet I'm going to be trying out is the GSB Exact, the Jumbos in RS. So that, I think that stands for rapid speed. The 13 grains, well 13.43 grains. So let's try these. Now Ripley, actually the XL9 comes with a 9-shot rotary mag, but that's actually fixed in, which flips out like that. Just there, if you can see it flipping out, just there like that. So it's not a removable magazine, but it still does have a magazine in it. You have to make sure the rifle's, I'll show you quickly, make sure the rifle's pointing down like that, because if you do, the pellets just fall back out when you actually lift the rifle back up. So I'll just chuck 9 of these in here. Very smooth action, by the way, on these. They are great straight out of the box. You don't have to do anything to them. Well, I'll say straight out of Steve's little workshop in his garden. I do believe that he still makes these. There's about a year's waiting list, from what I can gather, from time of placing your deposit to actually getting one. Right, so that's 9 shots loaded up of the JSBs. So Right, so that's the last shot. So the next ones I'm going to try are the Barracuda 15s. These are the same weight as the JSB's normal jumbo ones, the 15.89 grains. So let's have 9 shots and see how they group up. No, they weren't very good, to be fair. Right, so now we'll just try the JSB jumbos, the 15 grain ones, the 15.89 grain ones. We'll have 9 shots at that and see how they get on. Not too bad again, but still all over the place a little bit. I'm not really too bothered about obviously hitting the bullseye. We're just looking at groupings at the minute. Right, so the next 9 shots are going to be the Webley BMX. These are 14.66 grain. So let's see kind of grouping we get with them ones. Them ones went a little bit low, to be fair, so they were like a pellet, but there we go. Right then, last but not least is the Crossman Acupells. These ones, again, I think they're about 14 grain, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below. So let's see how these ones get on. I'll have 9 shots down range at these. Right, to be fair, I think the Acupells grouped up alright then, so I'll go down range now, get the target, we'll have a look and see what the results are. Right guys, so these are the results. The Barra 15s, JSBs, the RSs, VMAX, and then the Acupells. These are all at 30 yards down range. I mean, obviously there's quite a few flyers in the Barras, isn't there? Then all of them normal JSBs, they all fit into 5 pence a piece. Which ain't a bad group. the RS, probably the same apart from the one flyer. The VMAX, it's the main group, and obviously it looks like a shotgun's gone off again. And then I think the winners are the Acupells, personally. I mean, you guys make your mind up, whichever you think. So, like I said, these they are great looking rifles, beautiful rifles. That's a Nikko diamond on top of there as well, I'll put on it. They do come in different finishes, I forgot to remember as well. So this one's got a matte action on it, but then a gloss barrel and cylinder and silencer for some reason. They either come in gloss normally or the matte black, which is like that, but this one's a mixture. Like I said, yeah, they are great rifles for their age. I mean, Steve's not changed the design of them for God knows how long. I think one of the things that does let them down a little bit, you know, they haven't got a gauge on them and stuff like that, which would be nice. You fill them up just here as well. This is just unscrews. It's just your standard Foster connector on this. I'll just show you this quickly. See, that snaps on there. You can see that, yeah, it just snaps on there like that. Then it just screws back on. So yeah, that's my 30-yard test, pellet test with a Ripley XL9 with custom socks of Sheffield, Nikko diamond, some sports match mounts, and then obviously the Barra 15s, the JSBs, the JSB RSs, the VMAXs and the Acupells. Right, so I just thought I'd show you how you load the Ripley. Don't know if it's going to be any good, but you basically pull the bolt back, the magazine flips out there, then you load the pellets in one by one. You have to pull the cocking bolt back, clicks in, then cock it, and that's it loaded. So guys, thanks for watching that, much appreciated as always. I hope you enjoyed this little video on my 30-yard pellet test on the Ripley XL9. And I've got a few more, so I'll try and do a few more eventually, I think, chuck them in between some of the hunting videos. I don't know if you noticed, but I've had some of the hats made, some Ray hats. So if any of you guys would like a Ray hat, I'm going to give 10 away for free. So if you DM me on my Instagram page, which is Ray Hunting and FT, I'll get one sent out to you, to the first 10 people that wants one. But other than that, thanks guys, thanks for watching once again, and I'm going to try and get out to do a bit of rat shooting soon, very soon, and also I'm looking forward to doing a bit more pigeon shooting, because hopefully I've noticed some of the pigeons coming down on the grass again to eat the clover just behind a rape field, so I hopefully might be able to get out there soon and have a day on them. Cheers though guys, cheers, bye.